Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and today you're going to see why we're so good as we welcome Our House and Hope Autism Solutions to the Port Reading section of Woodbridge Township on West Avenue in the Cypress Center. With me is the president and CEO of Our House, Michelle Del Corsano. And Michelle, we've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
We have, and we're so excited to be here. Thank you so much.
And you've got a couple of dozen kids that have come in here regularly. We just can't wait to show this place off.
Very excited.
We'll be back. Let's go inside and check it out. Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town. And we're here today at the Cypress Recreation Center on West Avenue in Port Reading, a building we got donated from the Hess Corporation a couple of years ago. And we always had the vision to turn this into two things. One is nighttime and weekend. It's a home for cheerleaders and wrestlers. When you look at the gym space and how it's allocated, they often get the short end of the stick and they don't get the time they need, and they have to go out of town and have to pay. So now they have a place in town they can come every night and all weekends to have their practices and their matches and their competitions. But more importantly, during the day, this is going to be run by Our House, Inc. and Hope Autism Solutions, and it basically is a day camp for special needs adults over 21. Many years ago, Mr. Barnett from Colonia and his wife and several other people came to see us. And they said, look, you know, the school district pays for special needs kids through 21 years old. And after that, there's no more support provided, no more programs, services, nothing's provided after that. And they said, what do you think the township can do about that? We're a town that's always had a special place in our hearts for the special needs population. The Woodbridge Developmental Center used to house up to 500 special needs children and adults. Jimmy Carroll can tell you, him and I at the Knights of Columbus went there when we were much younger. And went to Christmas in July there, and then we came with Santa Claus on the truck and brought Christmas presents. We spent a whole lot of time there. We were involved in the hand-in-hand program. Jimmy's involved in the one-on-one program. So we've always had a special place for this population. So when they came to us, we said we have to do something. And even way back then, we knew we might get this building, and it was always our vision to turn this into something as we said. And today I'm proud to say it's been that. We opened up a facility last fall, I guess September, a temporary facility in the Island American Legion. That was terrific. We had an opening and a ceremony. That was great. But today, we're here in the permanent home for Hope Autism Solutions and Our House, Inc. And I'll tell you, when you look back, and we all look back, and many years from now, at the time we served as a public servant in Woodbridge, I can't think of anything better that we're going to say we did than turn this building into a place for the special needs adult population. I just feel so good. I got goosebumps now just thinking about it and talking about it. I think it's wonderful. And as I wrote my speech for the State of the Township next week, the parents here have just been wonderful. And when a mom comes up and says, you changed my kid's life by having this facility here, I mean, what more can you say? It's just amazing. I want to introduce first Michelle Del Corsano. She is the CEO and president of Our House, Inc. Actually, Tom Barnett was the one that said, you guys ought to look at Our House. Jimmy Carroll here, our former councilman, works for us part-time now, and he's in charge of some of the programming here. He went around the whole state looking at different programs, and he said Our House was the right choice. So we're very, very proud that we made that choice. Michelle, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and maybe say a few words.
Sure. So thank you to everybody, and thank you for all of you for being here on such a momentous occasion. What we do is amazing, and what the Township of Woodbridge does is just amazing as well. You know, we came here, I don't know, maybe about a year ago to look at the space, right? It was about a year ago. And we looked at the space, and I came back here, I don't know, about a month ago and looked at the space again, and I couldn't believe that it was the same space. It was just completely transformed. There was a brick wall someplace in this area that we are standing right now, and that just blows my mind that it's just, and much of this didn't even exist. So what they have done has just been, it's amazing. It's humbling to be a part of this, to be able to work with such amazing people at the Township of Woodbridge. Not only have they have transformed this space, but now we can transform lives. And that's what we do every day. And I'm grateful and truly humbled by being able to work with such an amazing group of people, the 21 adults who come here. Tara Johnson, who's the director of the program, and Nicole Weir, who's the director of all of our day programs. We get to come here every day and do work with people who change our lives. Some people say that we changed theirs. No, they changed our lives for the better. And for that, I'm truly, truly grateful to Mayor McCormick, to Jim Carroll, to Vito Samaluca, John Cook, Kevin Senembrino, Michael Escalota, did I get everybody? Bob Landolfi. I do have notes. I do have a cheat sheet. Chris Costi. Chris Costi has been, I think that there is a lot of, I know there were vacations missed. You know, you see a beautiful space like this, and you know that it's not easy. There's a lot of probably blood someplace, and there's a lot of tears, and but because of all of that, we are able to do such great work. So thank you, Mayor, and thank you to the team that is a part of Woodbridge. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Michelle. You could clap. So this was actually, you know, in 11 years as mayor, you have various different contracts you negotiate and leases you negotiate, and this was probably our most difficult negotiation, because we just couldn't say no. I mean, it was, I described it at one of Michelle's functions as a lot of give and take. We gave and they took. And that was okay, because every time, you know, Michelle or Nicole came to us and said, well, what about this? Well, okay. What if we did this? Okay. Like, how can you say no to these two ladies, given the job they do and given what we saw in their different facilities all over the state? We just couldn't say no. So pretty much whatever they wanted us to do, we did, and as a result, we have this great place. Let me introduce some of the people here that are behind us that made this all happen. Michelle mentioned Kevin Senembrino. He's from Senembrino Architects. He's the one that came in, listened to us, talked about us, about our vision, and turned that vision into an architecture plan that produced this. Vito Samaluca is the head of our recreation department, which this ultimately falls under before going through to the BA to the mayor. Carolyn Ehrlich, our chief of staff. You heard Chris Costi mention. He's the guy that's the nuts and bolts clerk of the works. He's the guy that was out here every day making sure everything was done right. He's done all our school projects, all different building projects. He's the guy that makes everything happen day to day. Councilman Brian Small, who represents Port Reading. He's at large, but he lives in Port Reading right around the corner, and he's seen this building. I know he'd probably tell you a story about being here. I know I played here with the Knights of Columbus against Port Reading Knights of Columbus when this was their home basketball court. So I've been here in this building probably since the mid to late 80s. In the back there is Greg Ficara, councilman at large. Corey Spiller is the 3rd Ward councilman. He covers Avenel and Port Reading as his ward. Behind me is John Cook. You heard him mention he is the one in charge of this building and in charge of all the programs. You heard me say Jimmy Carroll. He's a part-timer here who's, again, got this in his blood, that with the passion for the special needs population. You know Michelle. Back there is Karen Barnes, the president of chairman of the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce. 1st Ward Councilwoman Nancy Drum. 5th Ward Councilwoman Debbie Meehan. You heard introduce Tara, who runs the place day to day. Nicole, who oversees everything. And back there we have Thomas, we have Emily, we have Ryan, we have Anthony, Gerard, anybody else? And we have, and Johnny Mack. This man is nicknamed Johnny Mack. So am I. Right, Johnny? Johnny Mack. Yeah, that boy. And we have a special announcement today. Emily, could you please come up? Today is a special day for you, right? Why?
I want to thank you so much for being a fan and being sweet teachers. But thank you so much, my wife. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Okay.
But tell me, Emily, come on back. Come on back. It still is a special day. Why are you wearing the tiara? What's today? What's today? Your birthday? Your birthday. All right. So how about we all sing happy birthday to Emily? Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emily. Happy birthday to you. And now I'd like to ask John Cook, would you like to say a few words about the whole program here?
Thank you. You know, we're just excited to be able to work on both sides of the aisle with such fine people. Working with the mayor, with Vito, with Michelle, with Tara, with Nicole, with Danielle. It's really just been such a pleasure all around, you know, to do such great work. We're also excited here at Cypress to be able to provide whatever resources that our house needs as we move forward in their program and as they grow and expand here in this facility. So again, we're very excited to continue to help you guys out on a daily basis. Whatever we can do, we're here for you. Thank you.
And Jimmy Carroll, as I said, who's been involved with people in the special needs population for a long, long time. Jimmy, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I think the mayor actually said it very well before when he said, when we look back about all the things we try to contribute in this community, I don't think anything that's more important that we've contributed to this community is this program. And you guys are great. I remember the first day we went up to your facility, and you guys were just so welcoming, and you gave us a really good insight on what was going on. The parents obviously were, the backbone. I went over to Alan's house a number of times. We had meetings to try to figure out what we needed to do. And now it all comes to fruition. It's just great. And I thank everybody for their support. And this is just the beginning of this journey, and it's going to be a great one. Thank you.
I also want to recognize former Councilman Jim Major, who also works for us part-time. Jim is like a part-time, checks on buildings at nights and on weekends as the construction's going. So, Jimmy, thanks for coming out tonight. I'd also like to ask Councilman Corey Spiller, since he represents this area, if he would say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd just like to thank the mayor, the administration, and everyone involved for basically creating a brand new building. This Cypress Center is going to bring so much to Woodbridge, and it's just absolutely outstanding that we have our house here with so many great young adults. It is an honor to welcome you to the Woodbridge family, so thank you all involved.
Would anybody, the parents group, like to, I called you Tom Barnett, that's your son, Alan Barnett. You want to come up, Alan, and say a few words? I mean, you started this whole thing, man. This is your first meeting with us.
Yep.
You started it, and now you see it through.
It's been absolutely amazing just to see the transformation and what we started with at the space and how it ended up. It's been absolutely amazing, and just the work that the mayor and his team and Michelle and Tara and Nicole and everybody else has done to pull this together has been absolutely amazing. Thank you all for this. This is just absolutely wonderful. Thank you.
Maureen, Johnny Mac, John, any other parents want to say anything? Come on, somebody can come up. Oh, all of a sudden we're all shy. They come to my office and tell me everything they want, and they're talkative, and they come here and they're all shy. I also want to thank Casey Wagner, who works in the mayor's office for the business administrator. Tara, do you want to say anything about this great place?
It has been a wonderful opportunity here, working with the Township of Woodbridge. Anything I needed, they were always here for me. And just coming from the temp location to the permanent location, it has been wonderful. Thank you, Mayor.
All righty. Anybody else? Anybody, the students here, anybody else want to say anything? Johnny Mac, you like the place? Yes. All right. Thomas, everything good? Ryan, where's Gerard? Gerard knows every song ever written. As soon as I came here, he asked me who my favorite artist was, and I said Bruce Springsteen, and he started singing Thunder Road. I swear, the guy knows every song imaginable. Well, anyway, we're going to cut the ribbon right here. 3, 2, 1. There you go.